initially focused was the fight against corruption. So do you think we have done that well enough?
The fight against corruption is only in President Buhari's head. It's not a program of the party. APC has more than 20 governors. I don't know whether the fight against corruption is just to recover funding they use in election. I don't know whether that is the target, because fight against corruption means that total aggregates of earnings and acquisitions by people, either in shares, properties, fixed and movable, we need accounts. People have to now file returns. APC, they have not created a grid to fight corruption. We have spent more than 30 months in this government, from my calculation, just trying to recover $2.1 billion from in the hands of one person who is in office, who is not even a statutory officer. And that is all we've been doing. So they say they gave this man 10,000, they gave this man 20,000. Is that the fight against corruption? All the houses in Abuja, all the investments in banks, and they should. I'm not here to advise APC, because I'm equally going to compete against their record in Anambra State in the next couple of months. I leave these issues. I don't want them to now think that they have to go and do some work. Let them continue with Madu and the Senate. That is their problem. So, is it the head of EFCC that is the problem? EFCC is a station of Nigeria Police Station, to my mind. The monies they have recovered, Central Bank of Nigeria doesn't know about it, and who owns the money recovered. All these things are so... Let us allow this thing until opportunity comes, so that we can address APC leadership in Nigeria. It's not... I don't want to mirror into making comments when they will not have opportunity to reply. I wish I would be a candidate in Anambra State governorship election, and there will be APC person, a candidate, who will talk about their record. Then I will send him home to mama in a box.
Sir, you are an activist. You are interested in people's welfare, human rights being properly addressed. The human rights condition in Nigeria has been challenged by many, even international forces. Amnesty International has challenged Nigeria on many fronts, that we are not, something is wrong somewhere. Transparency International has also raised its own complaints here, now and then, here and there. What do you think about the human rights condition in Nigeria as an activist, from your professional point of view, sir?
The human rights angle in Nigeria does not only stop or start with police or government. The aspect, it goes beyond that. The weakest link of all the government, all the tiers of government in Nigeria is human rights. And that is one right that is international, is universal, is God-given. And 80% of our governance or institutions are built on one premise: intimidation. Intimidation. If you go to office, you write a letter, you don't get a reply, it's a violation of your right. Your right to get a reply, to inquire. So the institution is upside down, and the leadership we have in all the tiers of government do not have a philosophy of universal human rights as a cardinal program of government. They feel that holding a different opinion is that you are against or you are subverting their government. They don't know that criticism will help you to improve, and human rights is the weakest link of all the tiers of government in Nigeria, because they feel they are doing you a favor by allowing you to walk the street without paving the streets. The Constitution of Nigeria in Chapter 2 gives you so many rights other than the one that is universal in Chapter 4, which we are clamoring for. So, social justice, ability for you to participate in your government, all these things are denied Nigerians. So, you don't get to know what the plans of government are. They don't run the budget according to plan. All these things are violations of individual rights of a citizen. So the government on human rights alone, I will tell you that this government have not been able to protect the rights of citizens as enshrined in our Constitution. And that's a great violation of oath of office by those who are our leaders today.
Well said, sir. Before we call it a day, let us come back home once again. I will want to ask you, what is your plan for Anambra State and the Anambra people, if and when you eventually comes into power?
The greatest plan I have for Anambra people is the opportunity that they will know that they have a leader that is the prefect of the class, a leader that can mobilize all resources, talent in Anambra. There are brilliant people in Anambra State, women, youths, but there's no capacity. The government is in competition with the people. Businesses are dying because the people in leadership think about tax. They don't think about support. So, and they feel that the people in government are there to squander your money. They don't feel that they are there to grow the economy. I will give Anambra State opportunity that politicians will be friends, because we have to recognize talents. We have to learn how to play like a team. The most important thing Anambra needs today, more particularly the Igbos, is leadership. We are not looking for industry. Industry will come if we have a team. If we have a team, we're able to understand who our enemies are. I'll give you an example. The Nigerian youth today feel that the only way you can make it economically is when you leave your state. And some of those people will tell them the old politics, Anambra or Igbo land is too small for you to stay in. Those people are very poor students of history. So we are looking for opportunity to stay and work as a team and develop the ideas that anywhere we go, we should be able to do what the Indians are doing in America, the Japanese are doing in America, the Chinese are doing in America. What are they doing in America? They go there, discover why America is great, and come back home and develop their place.
So, what will be your manifesto when the time comes?
The greatest manifesto I will have is manifesto that individuals will be able to develop themselves, and the state will care for you, and opportunities will be given to you to dream, and more importantly, to train other leaders. Igbos are dying away that we have not been able to sustain. Those leadership sectors we have dominated and the production sectors. Look at trade and commerce. We are out, and we still pretend that we are traders. We don't know what we're doing. Look at selling today, look at the banking industry. We pioneered community banking, but today the banks we have are not key to our own idea of economic development. Insurance, we are not there. In intellectual industry, production of books and intellectual wear, we are not there. Computer and the rest of we are all backing down on repairs. We have geniuses that we need to encourage. So the most important thing is that a government that will build new leaders. We need new leaders. Those leaders that will not be like their parents. They will be better than their parents. They should be able to challenge and engage Nigeria, not timid leaders, not traders. We are going to bring those people who will know that the component and complementarity of industrialization. And we must begin to know that if you must have to develop, you must have to begin with education, particularly in health, because your cars are repaired. But today, all we do is we have a ceremony of trying to schedule of burials in our place, and nobody has time to relax. There's no vacation. Everybody is doing burial. We need a new philosophy.
Well said, sir. It's been nice having this wonderful chat with you. We hope when we come around again, you will open your doors to us.
I'm happy meeting you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.